they consistently reject this stuff, preferring instead to cut the budgets of our first responders and firefighters and sacrifice everything on this perverse, sick altar of diversity, equity, and inclusion at the expense of everybody's safety, and then act like the victim when something like this happens. It just, it's getting to a boiling point with me, my friend, that it just seems like it's the same damn playbook over and over and over again. And I'm just wondering and hoping beyond hope that people wake up to it out there soon and kick all these idiots to the curb.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot to take in, because you see the images and the level of destruction. We haven't even begun to see how devastating it's going to be. And it's tragic. But it's also genuinely angering. And I don't care.
Yes.
Gavin says, like, you're politicizing this. Let's politicize it, because your party has been in control of California for decades, and not just slight control, like complete, unabashed, unapologetic leftist control. And you say it's going to be the playbook for the nation, right? California's green policies are leading the nation, and they are very proud of it. Well, when you put all these green policies in play, this is kind of what you get, right? When you put smelt above water for reservoirs and hydration, it's still illegal in Los Angeles.
Explain to us what that is. Like this smelt is like the fish thing, and I guess there's some EPA regulation to explain that to us.
This is the abuse of the Endangered Species Act, right? And so this is where Congress needs to do a good job defining laws more carefully, and also what the Chevron deference case was at the Supreme Court. When it's not well defined, we have left it up to the agencies to define it. But when you get bad operators like the Biden administration in charge of these agencies, they define it crazy. So the Endangered Species Act, right? Well, of course, we don't want to see animals go extinct. The smelt is not going extinct, but maybe the smelt in this one little part of California is disappearing. So they use the Endangered Species Act and say, therefore, we have to shut down all of these reservoirs. Gavin Newsom's trying to knock down 6 dams throughout the state to close even more reservoirs or open them because of smelt and because of salmon. Well, we don't have a salmon shortage. Maybe there's a problem in this one particular area of California where there are fewer salmon. But you know what? There used to probably be coyotes in downtown Pittsburgh. But then people moved in.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
And the coyotes moved out. And that's just, is it good? Is it bad? That's just progress. And so they use the Endangered Species Act. And so, so they've stopped.
Smelt is like a fish that's this big. It's like ridiculous.
And again, there's smelter everywhere, but in this particular river of California, they've abused the Endangered Species Act, and therefore we have a lot of water problem. And Trump is absolutely right. California's got a ton of water. The drought in California, and it did have a drought, no doubt, and lots of places in the world go through drought. We had a dust bowl in the center of the country for a decade, right? The drought in California ended in 2022, but it is still illegal to water your lawn in Los Angeles. So people don't water their lawn. And so your lawn is dead. And a lot of people didn't rip up the dead lawn. They just left dead lawn. And so you've got dead lawn and dead trees and dead branches. It's illegal to remove fallen trees because, again, they claim that fallen trees become habitat for chipmunks and squirrels. And they do.
Are you serious? Like it's actually illegal.
Oh, absolutely.
It's illegal to do forest management.
Absolutely. Because this is part of the go nature, right? This is what Justin Trudeau did in California. And remember 2 years ago, the fires that we saw in in Canada. And remember 2 years ago, the fires that we saw in Canada, that all of New York was under smog because same deal, right? We're going to go natural. And by going natural means we're not allowed to clear. We're not allowed to remove brush. We're not allowed to move fallen trees. So go natural. That's awesome. But nature is brutal, right? So what we're seeing with the forest fires in California that is nature. And what allows humans to, as the Bible says, right, like subdue the earth, what allows humans to do that efficiently are fossil fuels. So when nature is given its course, it is tornadoes and hurricanes. But when man is allowed to build, we build hurricane-resistant buildings, and we build water walls, and we build remediation systems like irrigation. But what we're seeing in Los Angeles, those fires, that is nature, and nature is brutal. And so we're allowing it to be natural, and this is the result. We cannot coexist with nature. Nature will always win. So do we decide we want to let humans win, or do we want to let nature win? Well, nature's winning now. How's it going, California?